Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel Miracle Rhythms 1111. My name is Ritika and I'm here to do the second video for the Twin Flame Collective for the week of August 13th through 19th. This is specifically focused around blockages and triggers for this upcoming week. Well, you'll probably watch it in the week of August 13th or a little bit before that. I'll try to have it up before that. I already did a general energy update video, so do watch that as well to get a better idea of what you can expect in this week. The thing is, what I noticed there, that we would be going through some challenging energy, more so with the divine masculine as opposed to the divine feminine. But the good part is that the universe is intervening and taking us out of that. And I do expect that to show up in the in this reading as well. And considering the blockages and triggers reading is mostly deals with the shadow side. So for those of you who don't want to think about the shadow side and don't want to be triggered by that, just go ahead and click out of this video. Just don't watch it, because this reading does tend to bring up the shadow side of the connection, because we are talking about blockages and triggers, right? A couple of things that I wanted to say before I start the video. One is about the new moon energies, the solar eclipse energies in the Lion's Gate, which is still very much active, but when I'm doing this video, but won't be, we would have passed that, the dates of the total solar eclipse, as well as in Leo, as well as the Lion's Gate, which is the Leo energy as well, bringing us courage and all of that. But we are very much still experiencing the residual energy from that. So please keep that in mind, because residual energy just doesn't go off like that. It is at least going to end, carry on till the end of this month. And then things might start getting settled down, but we are going to feel effects of this lunar eclipse, this whole eclipse season, which has been hard, to say the least, for light workers, star seeds, twin flames, but we are coming out of it on the other side stronger, more awakened, more forward on our journey. So embrace that and then move forward. Also, just a quick thank you to all of you, a big thank you to all of you who have continued to support me on this journey by subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking and sharing my videos, and also for those of you who send me all these beautiful messages after you read my daily energies and let me know how those energies actually played out. And for those of you who are following the advice that Spirit gives me in my daily energies, and then use that to propel forward on your journey. So thank you. I send all that love back to you from the bottom of my heart with compassion. And also just quickly wanted to mention that my August special is still on. It is 20% off all of my readings. So if you would like a private reading with me, please go ahead and check out the description box below this video to know how you can reach me and the various different kinds of readings that I do. Thank you so much to all of you who have been ordering personal readings from me. I've just loved to meet all of you as well who are from the same city as me while I've been doing your readings. So thank you. and for that as well. And yeah, let's just not delay, and let's just go in and start this reading. So the first deck that I'm using, which from which I'm going to pull one overall energy for the Divine Masculine and one for the Divine Feminine for this week of August 13th through 19th, 2018, in case I didn't already mention. This is for that week. And this is the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra and Taylor. So, and if you can hear noise in the background, that's my fan. It's very, very hot. So it's very, very warm, and I've been feeling very hot. So, and my energies have been a little bit, I'm very, very tired today. I've had a lot to do during the day as well with my other regular work that I do, which is of a filmmaker, as a lot of you know. So I've had a lot going on, and it makes me feel warmer in the heat. So I have this fan on, and so I hope that doesn't bother you. But yeah, I've been talking a lot. Let's just go ahead and start. So this is going to be the overall energy that is blocking the Divine Masculine currently in this connection. So for this week of August 13th, what is the overall energy for the Divine Masculine that's blocking him from moving forward? What's blocking him? Spirit, one card, please. Well, they wanted to give me two, and I'm going to take them both because they make sense. At the bottom of the deck, there is a delay of some sort of a journey. It could be a delay in this journey. They're delaying something, delaying moving forward, delaying movement, delaying, maybe for some of them it's a move of a house, but it could be a trip that they want to take. But here it is. They're impatient. This is the patience card in reverse. They're not patient currently with either something in their physical environment. If Divine Masculines you're watching, sorry if I keep saying they, a lot of my viewers are Divine Feminines, and that is why I address the Divine Masculines as they. So I hope you don't mind that. Just know when I'm saying they, I am talking about the Divine Masculine, and you, I'm talking about the Divine Feminine. But yeah, impatience is what is blocking them currently. They're not being able to find the patience in this connection, or patience in their own life. Maybe we did have feeling all tied up and a lot of dark energy around the Divine Masculine in the reading that I did, and I will keep referring to that because I've already done that. I mean, if there are similarities, because last week there were, so I feel like they're going through a lot. Divine Masculines are going through a lot, and they're impatient, and that is what is blocking the connection. I guess Spirit is asking you to have a little bit more patience in the situation. It will develop because divine timing is the most important thing. And the other card is the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So the 5th chakra is blocked, right? The 5th chakra is the throat chakra. It is about truth. So with the last reading, I do know that, and the readings that we've been doing, they already know the truth. They understand the connection, and I mean, they may not know it as a twin flame connection. And guys, my readings, I do mention twin flames, but they don't have to be. If you feel a special connection with someone, it could be a soulmate connection, just someone you feel a special connection with. It can be just for that as well. So take it how it resonates, right? On my journey, I talk about the twin flame. I've been guided to talk about the twin flame journey and help people through that. But it doesn't have to be. It can just be a soul bond, right? Or just like a soulmate, right? The 5th chakra is blocked, means communication is blocked, and that is what is blocking the connection. This is the overall energy for the Divine Masculine, right? Yeah, communication is blocked this week from the Divine Masculine. They're still not. Let's see what happens, but and I saw this in the previous reading, it's not like they're coming forward because they're still kind of working through some dark energy, the residual energy of these eclipses. But change is taking place. They're moving to a place of victory, right? Because everything in their physical environment is like tower moment after tower moment, and things are falling apart for them. And that is why, currently you could call on Archangel Gabriel to kind of help you with that. The throat chakra is blocked. And the throat chakra is not just about speaking your truth and communication. It is also about success. Right? For those of you that didn't know, the throat chakra is where we get our success from. So when the throat chakra is blocked, when we continue to deceive our truth, and we had that for the Divine Masculine in the previous reading, and I just saw 1111, guys. I mean, I saw 4444 in the other reading, and I saw 1111 right now. So I'm pretty thrilled about that. So take a note of that. So with the throat chakra being blocked, and we don't accept our truth, we don't speak our truth, we don't live in the truth that we already know, the universe plays things a little bit differently, starts to take away our success, and we are unable to experience success until we actually accept. And I say this, I've been saying this for a long time. So there are delays in that journey for them because of this. So what about the Divine Feminine? What's blocking her on this connection this week? This week of August 13th. We have one card here. Blossoming abundance. And it's not in the reverse. Yeah. So it's almost like the Divine Feminines are being blessed with abundance. But it could be for some that, they're not feeling very abundant. But their abundance is blocking this connection somehow. Because I did have the Empress card. And, self-love and birthing something new. So the Divine Feminines have abundance in their life, and somehow that seems to be blocking this connection for them. It could be that the Divine Masculines are not really feeling abundant right now, and they may be feeling, or this could be that because the Divine Masculines are not feeling abundant and they're not coming forward, I don't see a lot of blockages for the Divine Feminine right now. They've healed, and they're coming into their Empress spirit, their complete goddess, Divine Feminine nature. So I feel like this could be the Divine Masculine wanting to, I'm just going to get another card. We have the Thinking Man at the bottom of the deck right now, but in reverse. So yeah, this really, gives me this feeling. Actually, I don't need to clarify this, so I'm just going to go ahead with just that one card. The thing is that the Thinking Man in reverse is a man who is, and this is the Divine Masculine, because this deck has, women and men for each of the spaces. But this is a person who's not listening to the call to, get the wisdom that they need to. So this could signify the Divine Masculine, right? Combined overall energy. So yeah, it goes for the Divine Masculine not heeding the call that the universe is giving him to move towards wisdom. And this is spiritual wisdom, to go within and study and get the wisdom that they need, and put in the thought that is necessary. And that could be what is blocking for the Divine Feminine as well, because she's getting abundance, and the Divine Masculine isn't being the thinking man that he's supposed to, not listening to that call. And that is why he probably doesn't have. He doesn't feel like abundance is blossoming. But guys, abundance is always there. We just have to shift our focus to see where it is in our life, right? There's always something to be grateful for. So that is the overall energy that I am getting here. So I'm just going to go ahead and combine these energies and see what we have. I'm going to ask 3 questions and get I'm using for the main deck. I'm using Shiro Mashi's Tarot of Dreams. It's a beautiful deck, lovely, beautiful images as well, and I feel very connected to this deck. So I'm going to go ahead and start asking those questions. The first one is going to be about what's blocking the connection. It's combined energy, guys. And I will intuitively let you know how I feel, if it's the divine feminine or the masculine, and clarifiers will tell us that too, as well as how you trigger each other. What do you trigger in each other for this upcoming week? And surprise bonus question, which is, what is hidden that we don't know, that the viewer doesn't know? So what's blocking the connection currently for the Twin Flame Collective in this week? Yeah, 9 of Cups reversed. Not feeling abundant, not feeling satisfied, not feeling emotionally fulfilled, a wish not coming true. And we had the major arcana of this card, the Star reversed. A wish not coming true for the Divine Masculine. Well, for the combined read, and I intuitively picked up that it was the Divine Masculine because the cards seem to suggest that. But yes, that is what is blocking the connection currently, right? I'm going to get one more. What else is blocking this connection for this week? What is blocking this connection? Not feeling happy is what is blocking this connection, because this is the card of happiness, a wish not coming true. And I have the Temperance card. To me, this is the strongest union card in the deck. More than the Two of Cups. I mean, the Two of Cups is the strongest twin flame signifier. But to me, this is the universe bringing two people together. Right? Balancing two energies. I feel like that could be a challenge as well, balancing extreme energies, because there is fire and water here. Water at the feet and fire up there. And that could be a challenge currently, but it isn't in the reverse. So I feel like someone is not feeling happy. Someone's wish isn't coming true in this connection. And that's what is blocking forward movement, blocking this connection from moving forward. Someone's not feeling abundant, someone's not feeling, and we already saw that abundance, it's not about abundance, someone's not feeling emotionally fulfilled, and fulfilled is the 10, but satisfied, not even emotionally satisfied, with the 9 of Cups reversed. But the Temperance coming up in the upright is the universe stepping in, and we did have a lot of major arcanas in the previous reading. Sorry, I'm just all over the place today and I keep jumping from one thing to the other. Please bear with me. I love you guys. I've just had a long day. But the Temperance, we had a lot of major arcanas in the other read. So I do know that the, divine is intervening. The universe is intervening this week. And here again, we have Temperance, which says, divine intervention to bring these two energies together, to make them one, and balancing this extreme, it's happening this week. I mean, it's in the upright, but it may feel challenging. And this merging, this universe kind of stepping in and doing this, right, this angel stepping in and merging these two energies can feel kind of chaotic. Universe does things in its own way, right? And that can feel chaotic, and that is blocking this connection. We'll clarify. But that's what blocking this connection this week. And at the bottom of the deck, we had this, the Ten of Wands. We're at the end of this, guys. I mean, I'm very, very strongly feeling that from September onwards, things are going to get better. And every week now, things are going to get better. We are at the end of this. I'm not saying that at the end of this, everybody's going to come into like happy, you know, rainbows and bubblegums and, you know, together, you know, get into complete union in the physical 3D. But this is spiritual union too to me, you know. It's temperance, patience, and we already have impatience. This card to me talks about being calm and patient. Someone is too patient. That could be a block for the other person in this connection, right? We'll just have to clarify and see. But the Ten of Wands, it's the end of this. We are, you know, we're feeling burdened by these blockages and not wanting to carry that weight anymore, but we are carrying it. And it is the 10. We're almost there, right? So how do we trigger each other this week, right? The Five of Wands. And I'm going to clarify that in a minute. I'm going to break that down in a minute. How do we trigger each other in this week? These are too many, but walking away, secrets, messages, feeling emotionally void, feeling unhappy. Yeah, we're unhappy. But there are secrets, things are getting illuminated, right? How do we trigger each other? One more card, please. Another major arcana. Guys, I'm telling you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups reversed. So the feminine is really not taking any action right now. Maybe she's not listening to her intuition either, but I don't believe that because she's in her Empress energy. She's really not taking any action in this connection currently. And we have the Justice. Major arcana. This is about balance. So how do you trigger each other? You trigger each other to be, you know, you trigger each other to, I think you're in competition with each other of some sort in this week. Could be in your materialistic realm, being like, you know, I'm better than you and I'm better than you. I'm doing better and you're doing better. So this is about conflict and competition. It's also about preparation. The Five of Wands to me is about preparation for hard times ahead. So you trigger each other in those ways to prepare. And this week, for the challenging times that you have ahead in this connection, or you trigger each other to, you know, to be in competition, to feel this conflict, to create conflict, to take conflicting action, to be in competition with each other. I feel like you're in competition with each other. That's what it is in some way. You're going to call first. No, I'm going to call first. I mean, I've always maintained if you have this inner voice telling you to go out and talk or send a message, do that. What's the worst that could happen? You're just not going to hear back. I mean, how is that so bad? You're going to get that nagging voice in your head to shut up. I mean, it's the good voice. You don't want it to shut up. You want it to keep talking. But if it feels nagging, just go ahead and do this. Right? And my daily energy reads have been talking about just that. Sending messages, doing it. But we're holding ourselves back and getting stuck in the same cycle. And Justice. You trigger each other to bring balance and fairness in the situation. So this is very conflicting energy, guys. I mean, oh, sorry, this isn't the Justice. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what's going on with me. This is the Emperor in upright. So this is clearly telling me, I'm so sorry. But for those of you, fairness and justice could be something, because that's how I saw this card. I've had a long day, guys. Sorry. That's how I saw this card, and it could be a specific message for someone out there. But here it is, the Emperor. And this clearly tells me that you divine feminines trigger your masculine to get in his Emperor space, to get in the divine masculine energy. We had the Empress in the previous reading. I feel like, and if I combine that, this is what I'm getting, that the divine feminines have actually come into their power. They know where they are heading. Sorry, I'm just looking at the time. They are in their complete divine feminine goddess energy. And here we have the divine masculine being triggered by that to come into his power, to stand in his divine masculine space. This is the divine masculine in the tarot deck. It represents the Emperor. This is a man who's rigid, puts up boundaries, puts down some strict rules, but also is very, very powerful. Knows how to take powerful action and has things in his control. So I feel like what this is saying is that you do trigger each other to be in competition with each other. Conflicting, it creates conflict, yes, but it is the right kind of competition. You compete with each other to become this, to become the best at what you can be. The Empress and the Emperor is above the kings and the queens as well in the tarot deck. So they are major arcanas. And the Queen of Cups is reversed by not taking any action, by not coming forward with that cup of love and not having that conversation. You're triggering. So yes, there's competition, but you definitely do trigger each other to come into your power, especially the divine masculine. And now when I look back at the obstacles and see the Temperance card, it makes complete sense. The obstacle is to kind of balance these very extreme energies. You could be very extremely different. One could be like fire and one could be like water, flowing emotions. One of you might have flowing emotions and the other one might be like fire, wanting to, move forward with passion and with this thing. And that is a challenge right now, right? Like I just said this thing. What I meant is with passion and enthusiasm, right? And balancing those energies could be a challenge currently. And the universe kind of stepping in and taking things in their control and, intervening can be an issue currently in this connection, because that kind of shakes things up, because it's bringing tower moments and things like that. So, sudden changes. That could be it. We'll clarify. Please tell me, now we're going to go ahead and ask, what is hidden to the viewer that they don't know about? What is hidden in this connection that they don't know about? And this one just popped out. The Knight of Cups in reverse. Someone in this connection is very is overwhelmed with their emotions. Could be both of you. And because of that overwhelming emotions, they're probably not being able to come in and move towards their heart's desire, or being slow. Please tell me, give me one more. What is hidden in this connection? It's not in the forefront that they don't know about. And yet another major arcana. And both of them in reverse though. Like we have 3 cards, but one in reverse. Both of them in reverse, these two. Did I just say 3 cards? We have 2 more cards and both in reverse. Please excuse me, guys. Faith. Someone is losing hope, not being able to keep faith in this connection anymore. Not being able to believe in the things, in the parts of this connection that is beyond beyond the physical, right? Someone is beginning to lose that faith. And that is why they're not coming forward, right? But this King of Knight of Cups is looking straight at the faith. He's moving towards that faith in the reverse. So they are moving towards faith. Whoever it is that doesn't have the faith. In the previous reading that I did, the Divine Masculines were in that space of losing hope with the Star card reverse. Feeling hopeless in this connection, but being all up in their head with it. Right? So that's what I'm getting here. And the 4 of Swords reversed, that there is no rest, there's no healing, there's no not being able to sleep, not being able to rest those thoughts. It's time, someone could be very busy too. That you're not seeing. Your counterpart could be very busy, probably doesn't have the time to lay down the swords and even get a full night's sleep. And you're not seeing that. So that's hidden from this connection. At the bottom of the deck, overall energy that we have here is the 6 of coins reversed. So yeah, we have imbalance of reciprocity, not being able to be charitable and give freely in this connection, and that is a blockage for both of you. And that's what I feel like, you guys are in competition. So someone's not thinking. The Divine Masculine is not heeding a call. Wow. Nothing new to us, right? Okay, we're just going to go ahead and clarify with the Silver Era Tarot. I love this tarot deck. I've been using it for a week. It's a new tarot deck, and oh boy, is it beautiful as well as powerful, right? By Anya Khan and Russell J. Moon, Silver Era Tarot, for those of you who want to know. So please tell me about the 9 of Cups, and one card just popped out. Actually, there are 2. The Temperance reversed. In all honesty, I feel like this Temperance should be reversed because I couldn't read it up right. Right? That is the blockage, but I guess the universe is intervening. And here we have Temperance in reverse. So not feeling happy, not feeling content, not finding emotional satisfaction is what is, not bringing these, is creating this impatience. And someone has too much patience, knows that the divine has taken care of this, and things will fall into place in their own divine timing. That is a challenge. That is what is obstructing currently, being able to believe that the divine has your back. You're not happy because you feel like the divine doesn't have your back, or they feel like the divine doesn't have their back. Again, a major arcana. I'm telling you guys, this week is a big week. The divine is intervening to do what needs to be done, right? So someone feels like the divine doesn't have their back in this union. They're not being able to balance the extreme energies, like I said. Fire and water, and mix it into one. Find balance between that, and they're unhappy about it. Right? Or you are. Not finding emotional satisfaction. And then the Knight of Wands. So they want to come in, or you want to go to them with this very fiery, passionate, enthusiastic energy with the king, with the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands was reversed in the previous reading. So did come out, but it was, to me, the Knight of Wands reversed is in and out kind of energy. But someone wants to come forward fast with passion. This is sexual energy too, guys. And so is the Knight of Cups to me. But it's more about love, and this is more about passion to me. So there is a lot of passionate energy here, and someone wants to come forward, but this feeling of unhappiness and not being emotionally fulfilled and not being able to kind of balance these energies, feeling like the universe doesn't have their back in bringing this union together, is challenging moving forward. That is what is obstructing and challenging this forward movement. Please tell me about the Temperance. Please tell me about Temperance. Please tell me about Temperance. Why is Temperance a challenge? Yeah. Well, the Six of Swords, someone is up in their head. The Nine of, and this, I felt very strongly, this is for the Divine Masculine. But yeah, anxiety is definitely playing a part here. Sleepless nights, all of that. Right? Yeah, we're not being able to sleep. The Six of Swords reversed. The Six of Swords to me is about, it could be travel. We did see there's a delay in a journey. So not being able to travel, this could literally mean for some of you out there. But this is also being stuck in choppy waters. Not being able to move to calmer waters and leave the known behind, because we're not leaving the known behind and moving towards the unknown. So that could be a challenge here in this connection currently. That is what is blocking the connection currently, and this is clarifying the Temperance. So yeah, the divine is doing this, keeping someone in this connection stuck in choppy waters. That is the divine's way of intervening, I guess, this week, and delaying these journeys. That is the divine's way to merge these two energies together to create one, right? And right, so yeah, now that makes complete sense, and that is the blockage in this connection currently. So how do you trigger each other? We had the Five of Wands. Let's just clarify that. Please tell me about the Five of Wands. Why does the Five of Wands? Please tell me about the Five of Wands. Oh, they're really thinking. We have two cards here. Well, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, so we're not learning something here. Or maybe this is a message that we're not bringing, that we need to. A message of security, even if it's like immature. Because the pages are children, they're immature, they're still learning, and this is immature energy, but we're not bringing that message to someone, right? And that is what is triggering this competition, this conflict, right? Whether it's in the outer world or the inner world. And this is also a student to me, you know. So we're not learning something here. The Page of Pentacles is always the student. He learns things. And we're not learning something here. Something, and we have the Thinking Man in reverse. So it could be the Divine Masculines are not really doing their work and not heeding the call of the universe to be able to actually move forward and, you know, grow their wisdom, learn what needs to be learned in this connection, about this connection, or about themselves on their own ascension process. And that is what brings about this 501's energy, conflict, competition, right? That is how you're triggered by each other too. If you learned, you could let go of that trigger. And the second card we have is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about defending yourself, standing up for what you believe. So I feel like the way you trigger each other, you make the other, your counterpart, and they make you want to stand up for yourself and fight for what it is that you believe in. And that is what creates this conflict. It could be conflict in the external world. You know, maybe you have to, or your counterpart has to fight friends, argue family members or friends, and stand up for what they believe in this connection to be true. And that is how you trigger them to stand up for themselves. But there's a lot of wands here, so I do feel there is a lot of passionate energy this week, and we had wands in the other one too. So wanting to fight for this connection, wanting to fight and defend your own self. The other way this could go is that if you're in competition with your divine counterpart, you know, you're triggering each other to have this healthy competition where, you know, you come out being the Empress and the Emperor, which I have to call a healthy competition, a good competition, because you trigger each other to become the best versions of yourself this week. And if that is the kind of conflict here, then I feel like there is a message that you're not bringing, and that is what is bringing this conflict, and you're both just standing your ground and fighting for what you believe. And that is what is bringing up this trigger. Well, let's see about the Emperor. Please tell me about the Emperor. What is the Emperor triggered with? Just tell me about the Emperor. I feel like two cards want to come out. Well, we have the Five of Wands in reverse again. But the first card that we had out is, and we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And I'll break that down first for you guys, because we are clarifying the Emperor, and this has been coming up in my personal readings quite a bit. Now, the Ten of Swords in reverse in this deck is very different than all the other decks. In the other decks, it talks about coming out of feeling backstabbed and wounded and dead. But in this deck, it specifically talks about karma catching up with you. The Ten of Swords in this deck is about karma. It's the minor arcana of karma, right? In this particular deck, because every deck has certain very varied meanings of cards, right? And this deck, it literally talks about, you know, all the deceit and all the lies and all the, you know, uncomfortable energy that you brought in a situation, uncomfortable situations. That is just coming back to bite you in the ass. This could be for you or whoever's been kind of deceitful in this, or has been lying, or has been deceiving themselves or someone else. That's all coming back, and really this Temperance card is telling me that divine is intervening. There is karma coming back around. This week could be for the Emperor, right? But this Emperor is coming into his power, and the Nine of Wands reverse talks about another wand card. We have a lot of wand cards. Talks about letting his guard down. So he's coming into his power. You trigger your divine masculine, literally, to come out. There is no question about that. To become powerful, get in their power, take control of things, and let their guard down a little bit. And not have the determination to just keep guarding themselves anymore. This is about letting your guard down to me. And the Five of Wands in reverse. You trigger them to come out of this conflict that they're feeling in this physical environment of theirs, this conflict, this competition, this chaos, right? And stand up for themselves. I feel like both the readings have been very heavy on the Divine Masculine. And even in the last week, I found that, because they are actually going through major changes. This I feel like is all about the Divine Masculine, except for the Temperance and Upright, because I feel like the Divine Feminine is chilling. She knows she's an Empress. She knows that divine timing is at play here. Right? So this is about coming out of that energy of conflict and becoming the masculine that they need to. So yeah, let's just go ahead and clarify what it is that is hidden. So please tell me about the Knight of Cups reversed. Please tell me why it's reversed. The Ten of Pentacles. Someone's not listening to their intuition, but secrets are probably coming out. Someone is overwhelmed with their emotions. Either feeling very, very emotional, like feeling very emotional about this connection. And that is why they're slowing down a little bit too. When the Knights are reversed, they kind of slow down. So they're slowing down. Their energies are heightened. So this is an emotional Knight. Their energies are heightened. Their traits, their energies are heightened, but their pace is slower. So because they're over emotional, or you are, well, this is hidden, so it'll be the other person. They're going through overwhelmed emotions. That's why they're slower at bringing this couple love to you. And the reason why they're over emotional, I'm going to ask for another card. Can you give me another card here? Well, we have 3 here. Yeah, they're in this. This has been coming up around the Divine Masculine a lot. It came up in the last reading as well. It's the 7 of Swords. They're in deceptive energy. Caught up. Sorry, guys. Caught up. All up in their head. Feeling like they're stuck. They're bounded. They're bound. Not finding a way out. There is a way out. In the 8 of Swords, we all know there's always a way out. But we're wearing blindfolds and we can't see that. So this is about finding a way out of being up in the head, right? Yeah, so they're not being able to come forward. They're overwhelmed with their emotions, wanting the stability and the security. Could be in their earthly world. This is the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles to me is about a family, and in this deck it is a man and a woman. No children, a man and a woman and a dog. So wanting the strong foundation. The 10 of Pentacles, this happy family, or this commitment of their complete abundance, right? Blossoming abundance, which they want with you. And they're overwhelmed with that emotion, and that is what is slowing them down, right? There's deceptive energy around them though. They're deceiving themselves, or they're deceiving you. They're not letting you know this, right? They're wanting to move forward. They're waiting for some ships to arrive. Could be in their career, in their, they're awaiting an arrival, but they want to establish this with you. They want to move forward and establish this, establish it. Like, the 2 of Wands is about decisions and moving forward and looking into the future. and partnering up. But the 3 is about creating establishment. The ships are beginning to come in. You're not awaiting an arrival. You're actually expecting an arrival, and you're there to welcome that arrival. They want to welcome that arrival, and they want to establish this. Right? Could be definitely some sort of a business as well. But if it's not career related, then just passion related. They want to take the next steps. But they're deceiving you. Ultimately, they want that happy family. And they're impatient about that. And possibly you could be thinking, oh, they used to watch me. Now they're not watching me anymore. You know, the Page of Swords to me is always about watching someone on social media when it's in the upright, but when it's in the reversed, again, the energies are heightened, but the action is slower. They may have changed the way that they're watching you, right? Through a friend, through through someone else, they're watching you, but they're very impatient. They're not, again, pages are reversed, again, not learning what they want to. And this is also about a message of truth, a small message of truth, which is not coming in because of these energies, because they're overwhelmed, because they're deceiving you, but they actually really want this foundation with you. Please tell me about the Faith card reversed. Please tell me about the Faith card reversed. Look what we have at the bottom of the deck. Reunion, the 3 of Cups. It could be a 3-party situation because we do have the 3 of Wands as well. It could be a 3-party situation hidden for some of you that you don't know about. But I'm not really getting that. There is devil energy. More major arcana. Over the major arcana. So we have this devil energy. So they are wanting to unite with you for sure, but they are not being able to keep the faith anymore. This is the Hierophant in this deck, and if we look at the traditional meaning of the Hierophant, it is about commitment and delving into their wisdom. So they're not delving into their spiritual wisdom, which we're seeing throughout, right, in this week, and because of that, they're not coming forward with that commitment, right, that you're looking for, because they're still fearful, they still feel bound. And the devil to me is about fear, but it's about maybe drugs and drinking and addictions and codependency and feeling bound and caught up. If it's a 3-party situation, possibly with a karmic situation. And karmics, again, I'm going to mention it again, doesn't always have to be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. It literally can be a family member, like a parent, a sibling. It could be a friend. It could be a work colleague. It could be work itself, bound so much in work that it's almost an addiction. Right? So they are in some sort of a devil energy that they feel bound to. And we have gotten that in the previous reading. If you watch it, you'll know, for the Divine Masculine, and in this reading as well. There's a lot going on in the masculine's lives. And the Queen of Swords. So they feel all caught up in this. They could be using drugs and stuff or whatever. They feel, and they're not being able to keep, that is why they're not being able to, that is why they're not delving into their wisdom and not doing, not delving into their spirituality and losing faith, like not believing in what is beyond the physical that they see, because this Queen of Wands, which is the Divine Feminine, taken on this energy, probably cut them out. Or they feel like you cut them out. Or your Divine counterpart feels like you cut them out. Or this could have actually happened because, but it's hard. No one cuts them out. Twin flame connection is difficult to cut out. But impossible actually. But they feel like she just took the sword and cut me out. Right? And that is what this could be. They're feeling very overwhelmed because they feel like maybe you used to watch them and they knew that. On social media, keep an eye on them, but someone's not watching anymore, and that's what overwhelming them. Right? And that's why they're deceiving you, but they actually want the Ten of Pentacles with you, which is a stable, strong foundation. And they want to move forward. Right? We do see that. That is what is hidden. And here we have reunion energy as well. Could be three-party as well. That's clear as day. So, tell me about the Four of Swords reversed. Came up in the other reading too, the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is about not being able to rest, right? Not being able to heal. Please tell me about the Four of Swords. I feel like these wanted to come out. I'll take them. I felt like these wanted to come out, right? So I'll clarify that in a second, but here it is at the bottom of the deck, clarifying the Five of Coins, the Four of Coins reversed, Six of Coins reversed, sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me, people. I'm so sorry. I'm reading the cards wrong. I'm just very tired. I'm probably going to just, it's like 11:30 at night here, and I'm just going to crash after this, but I needed to get these readings out. So there is an imbalance. Right? The block currently is an imbalance. This is the darker, shadowy side of the connection. So there is an imbalance of reciprocity. There is an imbalance of give and take in this relationship. Because someone is not doing the reflection work that they need to with the Hermit reversed. This usually to me is about coming out of hermit mode and coming out of isolation with epiphanies and having done the reflection work that needs to have been done. But right now, given the cards, because things would be different if the reflection has been done, right? This is about not wanting to go into hermit energy and do the reflection, and this could be for you as well. I'm just feeling like this is the Divine Masculine because I'm just thinking of the other reading as well, and I'm kind of coinciding. I don't want to, but I do feel those energies, and it's been heavy, right? Someone who is, or it could be that they're still coming out of this energy. They're still in hermit energy, but what I'm feeling is that someone's not doing their inner work. Someone's not going into hermit mode. Someone is not doing the reflection work that they need to in order to bring reciprocity into this situation, and that's why there isn't any. But the Four of Swords, this is impatience. Again, like not being able to rest, not being able to sleep, not being able to lay those thoughts down and finally heal from it. So someone's not healing. Your counterpart is not healing. It's not rested, probably has a lot going on in their lives, right? I mean, right now, because, well, the Tower reversed. This came up in the other reading too. So yeah, because, you know, they are coming out of this sudden destruction, this world that is shaken up around them. And they're now going to pick up the pieces. Usually there are a few people falling out of the Tower, but there's only one person falling out of this. It's your divine counterpart. Feeling like everything they built, everything is destroyed. Like, you know, this sudden shake up that the universe has brought in. This is again a major arcana. The Devil is a major arcana. You have a lot of major arcanas in this reading. So, at least in the main deck, and that's what it is. But here it is. Right? That shake up, and now they're keeping very busy and they can't rest because now they want to think about how to pick up the pieces and build again from here. And this Queen of Swords is looking right at the Tower, so she knows. The Divine Feminines know what's going on intuitively. You know, the Queen of Swords to me is a woman who's so wise. She has learned she's gotten her wisdom through a lot of hard work and hard situations and circumstances that she almost channels wisdom. She's not like the Queen of Cups, who's very intuitive and just intuitively, sensitively, emotionally connects and finds out. But she is very, very wise. And she channels that wisdom. So she almost is like, channeling this wisdom that my Divine Masculine is going through some hard times. And so I can't talk. That is what I'm saying, people. Like, you Divine Feminines are feeling it. I said this in the other video. If your divine counterpart is going through something, you feel it. You know. It's just about whether you trust it or not. But you're feeling it. You can't explain it. Why the hell am I feeling so sad? Why the hell am I feeling like crying? Why the hell am I feeling like I can't sleep? Why the hell am I feeling like this or that? Or very happy suddenly? I don't know. These emotions are just hitting me. It feels like it's someone else's emotions. You are picking up on your divine counterpart's emotions. You're feeling what they're feeling. And the thing is, they're wanting to earn victory in this connection by picking up these pieces, and they're not resting until that happens. They're not in rest. They can't. This man is sleeping. He probably can't even sleep, putting. This could be coming out of healing as well, but I'm not really getting that because they're not even going into hermit mode. So yeah, but they want to earn this victory. The Six of Wands is about earned victory, celebrated victory. So they want to earn this victory themselves by coming in as the Knight of Cups, by bringing an offer. They do want to come in, people. No question, no question, no question. They're just going through a lot. We have the Knight of Wands up here in what is challenging this position. They're challenged to come in, right? Because there's a lot going on. They don't know if you've cut them out or not. Your divine counterpart. They want to come in. And there is an imbalance of reciprocity. Someone's not learning something. Messages are not being exchanged. Like someone's not even bringing a small little message here. Right? So that is what is hidden that you don't know. But someone, needs to do their work, their inner work, their meditations, their surrendering to the divine to show them show them the way. But they're not doing that, right? Someone walked away. We had that in the other reading as well. Someone's facing financial constraints as well. But here's the thing, guys. I mean, we're already into like an hour and 3 minutes, and I wanted to keep these short, but I do have to say something about financial constraints. A lot of people have financial constraints. But if you keep remaining stuck in that in your mind about these financial constraints, you're just going to keep replicating more of that. The divine's got your back. You will have what you need when you need it. If you believe that, you're going to manifest it. Right? And especially if you're a light worker, starseed, or twin flame watching this, you have a gift to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. But for that, you just have to believe. You have to keep the faith and not lose this faith like you're losing, right? So anyways, it says consider your foundation. I haven't started this, but you're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. If there is one area of your life that is not working out, you can focus on another because they may be linked. That is the divine truth. One area of your life is not working out because the divine is wanting to push your focus to another area. And when you do that and embrace it, you will see everything else falling into place. But one message for the divine masculine for this week, those are too many. A different message than the one that we got in the other reading. One message. Spend some quality time together. Divine masculines, they are asking you to spend some quality time with your divine feminine. And there we had true love and express your love through gifts. At the bottom of the deck, we have treasure your loved ones. So it says spend some quality time together. It is important that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. And here they're kissing. It's so lovely. And they have the big moon in the background, embracing the darkness, because the moon is above the darkness, and still in love. So that's a message for the divine masculines. And it says, treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. Yeah, do that. Maybe things will start changing for you. Try it. You've tried everything else. And one for the divine feminine spirit. One message for the divine feminine as a closing note for the week of August 13th, 2018. One message for the divine feminine. We got two. Beautiful messages though. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. They say, be willing to express love. Divine feminines. It says when we express love, we begin to receive more love. So yeah, maybe some of you need to do some talking. Maybe it's you who needs to send those messages. Maybe you have taken on this Queen of Swords energy and you're giving this impression to your divine masculine that you've cut them out. That they no longer mean anything to you. And because of that, maybe they're scared, they're losing hope, they're losing faith and not being able to come forward. Well, the first message that you have here is love endures. It says, love does not give up or lose faith. It could be you that is losing faith here. And that's why you're kind of moving into your Empress energies. Yeah. It's a combined read, guys. Take it how it resonates. This is how your combined energy is playing out in this week with triggers and blockages. Right? In the other reading too, there was a loss of faith here. It's possible that because of the loss of faith, you're saying, fuck this shit. Sorry about my language. But I'm just going to be the Empress. Right? It says love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Don't give up faith. And the second one is turn on your heart light. That's what I'm getting here. And I've been getting that for a little bit, that divine feminines have probably been too closed up. I mean, I'm not saying get up and go send that message or, just be all over your divine masculines, but just keep keep your heart open with compassion. Because if you're not doing that, you're really not learning your lessons either in this connection. Right? So it says, allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So think about the happy, loving times that you have spent with your divine masculine, and keep your heart open with that, filled with that. I mean, I'm not saying that don't be cautious, because there's a lot of deceptive energy here. Be cautious, stand your ground, defend yourself. This could be a trigger to bring the masculine, the trigger of the Emperor could be to bring your divine masculine higher inside of you as well. And come out of this conflict and this competition. I don't want this competition anymore. I don't want to play these freaking games. I want to get in my power as the divine feminine who has a masculine balanced energy as well. So this is, allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love, but keep your heart open, guys. That is, I just saw 1:11. 1 hour, 11 minutes and some seconds. And that's where I'm going to end this video. So, thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you can get over these energies and find something exciting. But know that this is all in divine order, and it is moving towards 1:11:55 is what I saw. Anyways, it is moving towards something, towards a win, towards victory. It is moving towards that. So just know that and move forward in faith. Thank you so much for stopping by and supporting me again. I will be back with your mid-monthlies. I'll try to do generals as usual, but I'm pretty sure that it's going to turn out to be about relationships, because that's what this wants me to do, I guess. Help people on their soul missions and soul journeys through relationships, because after all, that's all that matters. Everything else can come and go, but relationships are there to stay. So thank you very much. I love you all, and I look forward to seeing you back at my mid-monthlies. Sorry, I can't talk. As well as next week's Twin Flame energy updates as well. So do watch the energy update as well. It will bring more clarity to this situation as well. Right, what is going on in this situation, right? And it doesn't matter in my videos when I say it's for the divine masculine or the feminine. That is just what I'm picking up intuitively, and I do believe in my intuition a lot, so I would love for you to believe in them as in my videos as well. But it's combined energy, guys. I mean, my readings are combined energies since the last week, and I plan to continue to do it this way. They are combined energies. I feel like I can get more information out there, and twin flame energies work together anyways, right? One triggers the other, and all of that. Know that your divine counterpart is wanting to come in. I mean, that's hidden. I just saw the Knight of Cups, and I love the Knight of Cups. So yeah, just take it easy, and Shivoham.
I've seen places, I've seen